with armed gangs tightening their grip on Haiti. Late today, William Ruto, the president of Kenya, arrived at the White House for a state visit. His country is getting ready to send police to stabilize Haiti, part of a larger UN effort.
Kenya has worked side by side with the United States to tackle some of the most significant challenges of our time.
The UN says more than 1,500 people have been killed in Haiti this year. No elections for years, violent protests, and a mass prison break, forcing its prime minister to resign and prompting dramatic rescues of Americans trapped in and around the capital, Port-au-Prince, which is mostly controlled by gangs led by a former police officer nicknamed Barbecue. Some gang members are suspected of having ties to the assassination of Haiti's president in 2021. We reported from the neighboring Dominican Republic on the hundreds of Americans evacuated from Haiti this year. The UN just announcing that it's launching an air bridge, essentially a humanitarian corridor in the sky to bring over humanitarian aid. The Biden administration planned to set aside $300 million to help the Kenyan-led multinational security force, which was expected to deploy police to Haiti this week, although a U.S. official now tells NBC News the timing is still up in the air. The procurement of more equipment, including armored vehicles and radios, is expected by the end of the month.
Haiti's on the precipice of becoming an all-out failed state.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken testified on Capitol Hill Tuesday as top Republicans try to block more money that the Biden administration says is necessary to help Haiti. House Foreign Affairs Chair Michael McCaul and Senate Foreign Relations Ranking Member Jim Risch are blasting the White House for approving a $60 million military aid package last month. Writing in a letter to Blinken, the administration is rushing to fund an undefined and indefinite engagement in Haiti without congressional approval.
You know, I know some people have concerns about the United States being the quote-unquote policeman of the world. Well, here's a situation where Kenya and a number of other countries have stepped up and are willing to take this on, but they need support.
Gabe Gutierrez is joining us here now on set. Gabe, how is it that Kenya ended up taking the lead on this front? You mentioned there's a lot of countries involved.
Oh, yeah, Hallie. So the UN Security Council voted to put this together last year, and it's actually Kenya's president who volunteered for this. But there's actually been a lot of pushback, Hallie, inside the country. Some critics in parliament don't think it's a good idea. They're accusing the president of doing it for financial gain. So there's a lot of internal pushback there. But as for the U.S. has been very clear that they don't want to contribute troops, their own troops, but they have really been the primary, one of the primary backers for this financially.
Other countries have tried to step in before. That hasn't worked. What makes people think this time could be any different?
Well, that is a big question, isn't it? I mean, the U.S. involved in the 90s when Jean-Bertrand Aristide, you know, the U.S. tried to get this under control. It happened again in 2000 and 2000s. The UN sent in a peacekeeping force as well that left in 2017. Nothing has changed. Haiti has still faced a multitude of problems. And this time it will be police sent in from Kenya. We understand that they've been taking French lessons, that they've been training the last couple of months. But a question becomes, one, how much is this going to cost? And will the U.S. eventually need to get dragged into this because there are so many problems in Haiti? And really, the gangs control about 80% of Port-au-Prince. The airport just reopened just a few days ago. But there's a lot of questions about moving forward, how much the U.S. will have to get involved here.
It's an important story, Gabe. I'm glad you're staying on top of it from the ground here in Washington. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.